Welcome back to my channel. I'm happy to see you. On the last video, we did your roller set and the pin curls. On this video, we're gonna do the comb out. The techniques for the comb out, how to close all those gaps in your roller set. So start off by taking all of the pin curls and the rollers out of your mannequin because we're gonna start slow. But remember, the goal is to do it in 20 minutes. But let's start small. Here, I've taken out the rollers and the pin curls. You can kind of see the spacing in between the zigzag partings. Kinda. There's a pin curl nice and flat. Everything's dry. It's important that you let your mannequins dry completely with your rollers and your pin curls, or you will fail the test and you'll have to retake it. In Louisiana, you pay $75 to take the practical. And if you need to retake any portion, it could be multiple portions. You'll find out from your school after the fact what you've messed up on and what you need to retake. It costs $25 to reschedule to fix it. And that was the reason why I had to take my practical version twice. So with a paddle brush, a wig brush, if you will, start off by combing out the curls in the hair. Keep combing, comb it all out. Comb everything loose, comb the front, the back. I'm going to do this technique with my hand, kind of flipping the back portion upward. That helps too, to hide all the spacings in the back. That's why we made the pin curls flat back there. So it's already causing like a bushy effect. And swiping them up like that with your hands makes it come together. In the front, it's important that you comb it out, but you pay attention to where your straight parts are. Because the only straight lines in your mannequin at this point is your partings. The one on the side, if you decide it's going to have a side part, right part, or whatever. Now, this is a comb out, a back combing comb. It's a funny looking comb. For years, I didn't know what it was for, but this is what it's for. You're going to grab the hair tight in between the thumb and the first finger. I highly recommend grabbing it like this. You're going to go into a circling motion. Keep going exactly how I showed you. Just grab it tightly, and all the shorter hairs will start to gather at the bottom of the head. I'm going to start off with the perimeter. I highly recommend when you start your combing, your back combing, to start in the front of the head. Start at the front of the head. Find the spacing in between, which is hard because you're already zigzag, but find those spaces. Grab them together. Grab it tightly and push down in that circly kind of motion. What I'm doing with the comb is basically making a C, like a backward C. It's a C kind of motion, just making a letter C. And we're going to go around the perimeter, grab the pieces, push down, push down. This isn't the best view, but hang on because I'm going to show you that angle too from the top of the head, which is perfect. This is important though. Always start with the front of the head, and I'll show you why. It makes it a ton easier to start smoothing it out because you'll go from the front of the head to the back, and when you're smoothing, you'll start at the back and work your way to the front because the front is where the most attention needs to be had at the very end because it's around the face. You want them to look nice when their hair is finished. So grab tightly, make the C motion, pull it down. See? Pull it down. Pull it down. And all those little hairs is important because the hairs that are being pushed down, they're going to form a cushion right above the scalp. And this is what the judges are looking for. And this is why back combing closes the gaps, because it's making a fluff at the scalp. And those hairs that's left that were grabbing so tight at the tippity top of the parts that were back combing, they're going to be the hairs that are used for the smoothing part. So keep grabbing, C motions, making the fluff. And this is also me showing how I connect the front. The piece that I just basically back combed, I'm merging it with the pieces in front of it. This isn't the best angle, but peek me out. Comb down, back comb. Keep back combing. Great. Now you're going to grab some of the hair in front and back comb forward. Back comb forward. It looked like I'm making a bush, but trust me, this is the point. If it don't look like this, you aren't doing it right. Trust me, you're not doing it right. While in school, I did my fair share of roller sets and combing them out, like just combing them out and hoping I just did it right. That's it. Like I would take the rollers out and comb it all to the back and be like, I think I did it. No, this is the process. Please bear with me. She's supposed to look crazy. Respectfully. Now here we go. 2 sections. You see the split, the hole in between my rollers. Take a piece from the section that you want to merge. 2 pieces from the sections that you want to merge. Beautiful. Grab it tight. Grab it. See motion all the way down. Keep going. The point is to have a fluff at the root. This is what locks the hair in and closes the gap and covers the scalp. Okay, keep going. Keep going. Exactly. Now that's perfect. See how it's locked in? Almost like a dreadlock, but that's not the point. Because it's not completely locked in. Trust me, it's not going to hurt their hair. Now, to merge them together, grab it tightly. Grab a little bit of the hair in the front. And you're going to back comb. See, I'm grabbing it together. Back comb upward. This is when they become one. And those hair at the tip of the top, I'm still holding some of that. So them at the top, they're still straight versus the pieces at the bottom. Grab sections from, see, like in this part, I just took a section from 3 different pieces to close a large gap. Perfect. Back comb, back comb. Go nuts, okay? Because when you're doing this in that 20-minute span, it may take some, it's going to take some time. It's going to be a majority of the time that you use the back comb. But as long as look at that. That's tight. That's exactly how it's supposed to be. Closed. And that little piece at the top, don't worry, because we're going to merge it to the front. You're going to back comb forward. So grab some pieces, just the piece we just actually back combed, and we're going to back comb forward. Sounds crazy, but look at what I'm doing. We've back combed to close the gap, and then we grab the hair and grab some from the front, the pieces in front of it, and we back comb, push down. That means took the comb and we pushed down, going upward to where they start to kind of mat together. This is the most important thing you can possibly do. The more you practice this back combing technique, the more you will be comfortable in working with the time span you have, because this is the understanding of back combing. Creating fluff at the scalp, merging 2 pieces together, and then merging them all into one to where it's a cohesive hairstyle. Okay? Now, the only part you won't be back combing together is the portion where your parts are, the straight parts. Because remember, every other part in this head is zigzag. The straight parts in the front, my girl had a part on the left side, and she had a slight part in the middle. Those need to stay there. That's indicating an actual ending goal for a hairstyle. That is beautiful. She's locked in. Keep grabbing your pieces. Here's another piece. Grab it tightly. And it's okay if you comb it out, because that's the point. The hairs at the very tippy top, you want them to stay untouched. So at the end, you'll be able to just smooth those over. Look at that. That one was really quick. And we're going to go up. Just go up. Turn to the side of the head. Grabbing those pieces. You see that hole? Closing it. That's our goal. See. Good. You can even back comb like that. Yes. That is also back combing. Great. Grab them 2 pieces. We're going to go upward. Beautifully done. You see how I keep pulling the hair up at the top? That's to make sure that the cushion and hair, the straighter hair at the ends, they're separate. Because there's more that needs to be done. And every now and again, you can tell that, see how that's clearly separated? There's cushion and then straight hair. I back comb. Yeah, exactly. We're going to keep going upward. Now, this is a side part, but the point is to close these gaps, okay? I recommend going over the top and under on the sides of the head, as you see here, and they connect like that. Closing the gaps. This is a big one. Back comb. I'm still holding the hair tight. My thumb and that first finger, they're warriors. They're holding that hair real tight. Okay, now we're going to flip and we're going to back comb going upward. And it may look bushy, but that's the point. If it's not bushy, you're not doing it right. You're literally not doing it right. The whole point of this is to have a layer of cushion used by the hair. See how I'm getting it together? Because there's a hole there. Y'all have to stick together. I'm making sure I'm forcing them to stay together. Okay? Now this is a side piece. You can back comb on the front side, back comb on the back side. Bear with me now. And up together. Close. Section close. On to the next section. Back comb forward. Yeah, in front. Good job. Keep back combing. Separate pieces. Back comb. Go upward. As you can see, I'm going a bit quicker than I did at first. So I'm back combing in the front. Grab it, get it together. Back combing. Back comb, back comb, back comb. We're creating that fluff at the end and got the hair at the ends tight so it can stay straight. And then flip over and we're going to back comb straight up into the part in front of it, the piece in front of it. Keep going. Keep going. I'm going to switch angles when I get to the very back of the head because I change how I back comb. And it is similar to what I'm doing here, though. It is similar to what I'm doing here. And then back combing going upward to merge it. Grab it, back comb upward. It's important because you won't be able to achieve the fluff at the bottom if you do not hold their hair tight enough. You have to hold the hair tight. You don't want to grab it like you're ripping somebody's hair out. Nah, that's excessive. You do want to hold it taut, though. You know what that means? Tight, firm, okay? In order for you to hold on to those longer hairs and those shorter hairs start to gather at the bottom, as you can see. And I'm not letting her go. She ain't getting let go until I want that piece to be let go. So it's very important to comb it out. Make sure everything's straight. Back comb. See, in this case, I decided to start back combing at the back. And I'm pretty sure, going to that front again. And back combing upward. They have to all merge together, the whole head. So I'm going to keep doing this. Grab a piece. We're doing the whole head together. Back comb in the front. Keep back combing. Keep on combing. Keep on. You want that fluff at the bottom. Keep combing. The back, go upward. We locked in. Let's go. We rolling. Remember, we going to do this in 20 minutes one day. You're more than capable. So you need to get in the groove and get used to doing a full head of back combing. I found it, this is more effective to show you that a full head, because this is what you're going to be doing on your exam versus just showing you a piece of the head. Okay? So we're doing this together. Back comb in the front. Keep on back combing. We're almost there. We're getting closer and closer to the nape. And that's the goal. Start your back combing off in the front. Close all those gaps going into the nape area. And because we did those zigzag partings, those gaps aren't as big as someone with a roller set with straight lines. Trust me. It's like trying to put the sea back together after God split it. Okay, it is. It's a mess. So this makes it a ton more easier. Okay, so you're gonna keep back combing, and we're working. I think we're right there. We're right there where we put those pin curls now. So we're gonna back comb this piece into here. Back comb this piece into here. Good job. Look at that, locked in. It looked like a little bush, but that's the point. All right, my boyfriend is my cameraman on this one, y'all. So bear with me. There we go. Now we at the back portion. Get in close on this. Up straight the head. Now, you may have to get low. You really, really, really may have to get low during the exam on this part. And what I mean by getting low, I mean like getting face to face with the back of the neck. I do know that for the Louisiana State Board, they provide chairs. And no, they don't provide chairs. I'm sorry. They provide desks. And there's also mannequin stands. So you can bring your own mannequin stand, but they do provide mannequin stands too. So you're going to have to maneuver around this head. Okay, there we go. Another piece. Grab it, comb it out, because you still want those ends to be straight. You can't really comb through hair that's nappy already, if that makes sense. We're intentionally making it nappy, aka a fluff at the root. As long as you're in control, this is showing control. That's what you're learning in school. You're learning to be in control of a head full of hair. And you got to be confident and confidently controlling this hair. See how that sucker is matted, but it's still straight at the end? Up she go. Back home and up she go with everybody else. Last section over here. Look at that big old gap. I'm rolling at this point, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. His arm started getting tired, so I was rolling. See that big old gap? I'm closing it. Closing it. Pee me out. Back home. Back home. Back home. Pull her up. Back home in. See that little piece? She gotta go up. She gotta go up. Everybody gotta go up. Done. She look crazy right now.
So now you got your
job.
funky looking mannequin after combing it out. It looks like a bush. That's perfect. That's exactly what you want. A bush base and all those extra little hairs at the end. I'm going to show you exactly how to lay them to get a nice smooth comb out at the end. But that's in the next video. Subscribe so you don't miss out. And leave a comment if this helped you understand how to close those gaps in your roller sets.